Have you ever just, looked at a word like through and then maybe tough and then bow and just sort of thrown your hands up? Like, English, what is going on?
Oh, absolutely. It's a classic frustration, isn't it? The spelling often feels completely random.
Yeah, it seems like the letters just don't make the sounds you expect them to make.
Exactly. And that randomness, well, it leaves learners guessing a lot, which isn't ideal, obviously.
Right. And that guessing game, that's really what we want to tackle today. Because in this deep dive, we're introducing maybe the ultimate tool for cracking English pronunciation.
The International Phonetic Alphabet, the IPA.
The IPA. Now, I know hearing entirely new alphabet might sound, well, a bit daunting.
It can seem that way at first, definitely.
But honestly, trust us on this one. It is the key, the essential tool for getting your head around the actual sounds of English.
Yeah, our mission today is really to demystify it for you. We've been looking at this really great video resource. It's from the YouTube channel English.
Ah, English. Yeah, they do fantastic stuff.
They really do. And this video, it breaks down all the English sounds super clearly. It's worth noting, too, the speaker uses an Australian English accent in the examples.
Okay, good context to have. So the specific sounds might reflect that a little.
Exactly. Just something to keep in mind as you listen or if you watch the video later.
Right. So by the end of this, the goal is you'll understand what the IPA actually is, why it's frankly indispensable for learners, and crucially, how it helps you hear and make the real sounds in English words, not just, guessing based on the letters.
Let's dive in then. Pull back that curtain.
Okay, so let's hit the core problem head on. The big surprising truth about English.
It's just not a phonetic language. Not really. Not like Spanish or Italian, say.
Right, we have, 26 letters in the alphabet?
Just 26, yeah. But we're trying to represent something like 44, maybe even 45 distinct sounds depending on who you ask or the specific dialect.
44 sounds from 26 letters.
Vanilla.
Well, that explains a lot right there.
It really does. And the biggest challenge, the place where it gets really tricky.
Let me guess.
Vowels. Vowels, bingo.
Ah.
We've only got 5 vowel letters, right? A, E, I, O, U.
Right.
But those 5 letters, they have to cover a whopping 19 different vowel sounds.
19. Wow. Okay, so that's why A sounds different in cat and car and cake.
Exactly. Or O and hot and hope and move. Same letter, totally different sounds. And that's where the IPA becomes, well, essential. It gives each sound its own unique symbol. No more guesswork.
Can we look at an example, maybe make it more concrete?
Sure. Let's take the word business. B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S.
Okay, business.
If you just look at the letters, you might think maybe business. 2 syllables, stress on the first.
Yeah, I could see someone saying that. B-U-S-I-ness.
Right. But the IPA ignores the letters. It just shows the sounds, and it tells you it's actually biz ends.
Biz ends. Ah, okay. So that A sound is short, and the E becomes that weak sound.
Precisely. The IPA cuts through the confusing spelling and just shows you the sounds you need to make. Business.
Okay, so it's really about shifting focus from how a word looks on the page to how it actually sounds when spoken.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just single words,
How so?
Well, once you can recognize these individual sounds using the IPA, it helps with everything else, like syllable stress, knowing which part of the word is stronger.
Right, like or record versus or chord.
Exactly. And sentence stress, too, which words carry the main meaning, rhythm, flow. It all connects back to understanding those basic sounds accurately.
So it's kind of like having, I don't know, a musical score for speech. Each symbol tells you exactly what sound to produce.
That's a great analogy, actually. Yeah, it's a map, a sound map.
The IPA chart itself is usually this big table, all organized.
Okay, a table, so sections.
Yeah, divided into sections, vowels, consonants. It gives you a visual layout of all the sounds. Now, obviously, listening to this, you can't see the chart.
But try to picture each symbol as a unique little instruction for making a sound. We'll describe them, but honestly, looking up an IPA chart for English online later, highly recommended. Seeing it makes a huge difference.
Good tip. Okay, so let's imagine this map. You said vowels are usually at the top.
Generally, yeah, the top half. And they're often split into 2 main groups. On the left, you usually find the monophthongs.
Monophthongs. Okay, sounds technical.
It does, but it just means pure single vowel sounds. Think of them as like one steady sound, no gliding.
Okay, pure sounds. Got it. Like what?
Well, think about the difference between ship and sheep. That little difference in the vowel sound changes the whole word.
Yeah, short I versus long E.
Exactly. Or book versus movie. Again, short versus long oo sound. Then you've got sounds like an AE,
Uh-huh.
Notice the 2 dots, meaning it's long.
The dots mean long. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's the famous schwa. It looks like an upside-down E. It's that super relaxed, kind of lazy sound.
Is sound in teacher at the end?
Perfect example. Or the first sound in about. Bout. It's everywhere in English. You just relax your jaw. Probably the most common vowel sound we have.
Okay. The schwa.
Got it. Then there are others like indoor, ocarina cup, depending on accent, of course, and car. Remember the tip. 2 dots mean it's a long sound.
Right. Dots equal long vowels.
Okay.
So those are the pure single sounds, the monophthongs. What's the other group of vowels?
Those are the diphthongs, usually on the right side of the vowel section.
Diphthongs. Okay.
These are still vowel sounds, but each one is actually a combination of 2 different vowel sounds that sort of glide together smoothly.
So not one steady sound, but a glide from one to another.
Exactly. You start with one vowel position in your mouth and move to another, all within the same syllable.
Okay. Examples?
Sure. Listen to the sound in day. That's E. It glides from E towards A.
Day. Yeah, I can hear that glide.
Or boy. Boy. Gliding from boy to A. Then you have like a hair, E, hair. Also, tour, show.
Show. Starts like the schwa.
Yeah, starts around that relaxed strand and moves to, and finally, mouth, A.
Oh, A. Wow, okay. So vowels can be pure sounds or these gliding diphthong sounds.
That's the gist of the vowel section. Monophthongs and diphthongs. 19 sounds in total from just 5 letters.
Crazy. Okay, so what about the bottom half of this IPA map? The consonants.
Right, consonants. Now, the good news here is that some of the IPA symbols for consonants look exactly like the English letters they represent.
Oh, that's helpful. Like what?
Like B represents the B sound, P for P, D for D, K for K, M for M, and so on. Pretty straightforward for those ones.
Okay, so some are easy wins.
Definitely. But then there are other consonant sounds where English uses lots of different spellings for the same sound. And for those, the IPA has unique symbols.
Ah, okay. Like what kind of sound?
Well, a classic example is the sh sound. In IPA, it's this symbol. Looks a bit like a long S.
Okay.
Now think about words like show, sugar, nation, passion, even chef, all spelled differently.
But all have that same sound. Wow. Okay, I see why a unique symbol is needed there.
Exactly. It cuts through the spelling chaos. Now, within consonants, there's another important distinction. Similar to vowels having types, consonants can be either unvoiced or voiced.
Unvoiced and voiced. Okay, what's the difference there?
It's all about your vocal cords. Unvoiced consonants are made mostly just by pushing air through your mouth or past your lips or teeth. The air makes the sound.
Just air? Okay. Is there a way to feel that?
Yeah, try this. Hold your hand right in front of your mouth. Now make sounds like PF, poo, F, poo,
As instinct.
T, hes, poo, hes, that she sound, and K.
Okay. P, F, P, T, S.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, yeah. You feel a definite puff of air on your hand for each one.
Right. That's the air creating the sound. The source video gives examples like P, far, think, top, say, she, key. You feel the air.
Cool test. What about that she sound, like in chip? Is that unvoiced too?
Good question. Yes, it is. And it's actually a combination sound in IPA, written as T. It's like saying a T sound immediately followed by that sound. T plus T.
T, S, C, T. Oh, okay. Still feel the air on that one too.
So those are the unvoiced ones, air power. Now the other type...
Voiced consonants. So these must use the vocal cord.
Exactly. For voiced consonants, you engage your vocal cords and they vibrate to produce the sound.
Okay, so how do we test for that?
This time, gently place your fingers on your throat, right over your voice box or Adam's apple area.
Okay, fingers on throat.
Now makes sounds like B, V, E, V, E in this, D, Z like the S in vision, and usso as in gap.
Okay. B-V-A-D-Z.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah, definite vibration there, like a buzzing feeling.
Right. You feel that vibration. That's your vocal cords working. And generally, you should feel less air coming out of your mouth compared to the unvoiced ones. The sound is generated more in the throat.
Less air, more throat vibration. Got it.
Examples from the resource include beat, van, this, dog, zip, vision. Also, the J sound in jam. It's another combination sound. D is a D plus.
A, jam. Yeah, I feel the vibration.
Right. And other voiced ones are gap, man, next, the N, young, the E sound at the end, hope, H win, love, run, and UJ.
Okay, so understanding voice versus unvoiced is about knowing whether your vocal cords are vibrating or if it's mostly just an air. It's quite physical, isn't it?
It really is. It's about understanding the actual mechanics of how you produce sounds.
Yeah.
Airflow, vibration, tongue position, lip shape, it all plays a part.
We've covered a lot. The vowel map, the consonant map, voiced, unvoiced. It seems incredibly useful, but maybe also a little overwhelming to remember all these new symbols.
Yeah, it can definitely feel like a lot initially, which brings us to the big question.
Yeah.
How do you actually make this stuff stick? How do you memorize it?
Exactly. What's the strategy?
Well, the first piece of advice from the English guide is about focus. Don't waste energy trying to memorize the IPA symbols that look just like the English letters you already know, like B, D, K.
Right. Those are the easy ones.
Exactly. Focus your effort on the ones that are different. Those unique vowel symbols, the diphthong combinations, and the unique consonant symbols like A, E, E, E. Those are the high-value ones to learn because they represent sounds often spelled inconsistently.
Okay. Target the tricky symbols. Makes sense. What else?
The next thing is absolutely crucial. Muscle memory.
Muscle memory for pronunciation.
Yes, it's not just about intellectually knowing the symbol means a certain sound. You have to connect the symbol to the physical feeling of making that sound with your mouth, your tongue, your throat.
Ah, so as you see the symbol, you should actually say the sound out loud.
Precisely. Actively pronounce it. Feel how your muscles move. The source really stresses this idea of training your ears, eyes, and mouth to work together as a team. It's multi-sensory learning.
Ears, eyes, mouth, okay? Like
That's
coordinating everything.
Yeah, your eyes see the symbol, your brain retrieves the sound, your ears listen to check it, and your mouth physically produces it correctly. It needs practice to make that chain work smoothly.
So practice is key. How do we practice effectively?
Active recall is really important here. Don't just passively look at the chart. Test yourself.
How? Like flashcards.
Flashcards could work, yeah. See the symbol, guess the sound, or a word with that sound. Or hear a sound, try to write down or visualize the IPA symbol. The source mentions associating shapes and combinations with sounds you know. Mix it up.
So constantly testing yourself, forcing your brain to retrieve the information rather than just recognizing it.
Exactly. Maybe focus on one or two tricky sounds each day. Say them repeatedly, feel them, listen to them in words. Little and often is usually better than one massive cramming session. It's about making those connections strong and automatic over time. That's how it truly sticks.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Targeted learning, muscle memory, and active recall.
That's the formula.
So wrapping this up, this deep dive really highlights how powerful the IPA is. It feels like it takes you from that state of, well, confusion and guessing with English spelling to a place of actual understanding and confidence, where you have a clear map for the sounds.
It really does. It turns that linguistic puzzle into something logical and actionable. It's not just about memorizing a bunch of symbols for the sake of it.
Right. It's about building this fundamental understanding, isn't it? An understanding that means you can look at the IPA transcription of any new English word
And know exactly how to pronounce it correctly first time.
Yeah.
No guessing needed.
That's a game changer for language learning. It removes so much ambiguity.
It absolutely empowers you as a learner.
And thinking beyond just English for a moment. Here's something to maybe chew on after this. We've spent this whole time talking about the physical side of sound air, vocal cords, tongue position, muscle movements.
Yeah, the actual mechanics.
So the provocative thought is, how might focusing on these physical mechanics change how you approach learning pronunciation in any new language you might tackle in the future?
That's interesting. Moving beyond just mimicry.
Exactly. Beyond just repeat after me. Could understanding the how of sound production unlock faster or more accurate learning across different languages? What doors does that kind of physical awareness open up for you?
Definitely something to think about. It shifts the focus from just listening to also feeling and understanding the production itself.
So use this IPA knowledge as your springboard. Don't just learn it and forget it. Keep practicing, keep noticing sounds, maybe even look up the IPA for new words you encounter.
Absolutely. Make it an active tool in your learning kit. Consistent practice, connecting the symbol to the sound to the feeling, that's what builds mastery.